Hey everybody, we're going live here from our tangent location here, Summit Structures, and today wanted to cover a subject that's very popular. People coming in, they're looking for a living space, and so talking just a little bit about how can you convert a shed, which today I'm going to be going through this building here on the corner. How do you take something like that and convert it into a living space, something that you can hook electrical, plumbing, heating and air, and what would it take to actually, make it livable? So, great question. So I wanted to cover that a little bit today. If you have any questions specifically that I'm not covering, just please put those in the comments, and I'll be happy to cover those for you as well. You can also text me at 541-223-5049. So, yeah, let's go through the building. We'll give you just a quick tour so you can understand a little bit what we're using as a platform to talk about. This is what we call our high country shed. And the unique part about the high country is that it's a very sleek looking building, especially with the 4-foot front porch. That's a standard feature on it. It does come with a 2 3x4 windows. You can see behind that Christmas tree there, and also comes with a door. And the porch itself is covered, it has some Trex decking, and that stuff is a very low maintenance, very good for this wet Oregon weather where, about anything that's made of wood that's not treated tends to rot with all the moisture. So aside from that, the porch, the windows, the doors, this one does have shingle roofing. Metal is a standard with us, and shingles are as well. You get to choose what you want. And standard on this building also is a 8-foot wall height. And then on the inside, let's take a peek there. Oh, one little note on these is you'll notice they are on skids. Not all of them are, but for the ones that are portable, those are treated. And we also put a moisture barrier underneath the flooring on the inside to keep moisture from wicking up through. Let's take just a quick look inside here. So these come standard with our house construction framing, and part of that is simply making sure your members are spaced closely enough together to be considered house quality. And there are a few things that we would modify in this building just to turn it into a living space for you. So for example, we would put a little bit thicker siding on it. We would recommend 2x6 wall studs and rafters. We would put house wrap moisture barrier on the walls instead of just the siding. You would see a fabric there. And we could also add insulation and electrical. So spray foam insulation is a very popular option, and electrical, as long as we are transporting it to your site pre-constructed, we can wire it up for you. Also, interior walls are an option as well. So definitely would love to do that. But the main question people think of is, will I need to permit this structure? And there's a good possibility you will. Number one, if it's a living space. Number two, if it's over 200 square feet. Most times your county or your city, wherever you're at, is going to require that. So what we've done to make that a little bit easier is we have an engineer that he'll look at your property, he'll look at the requirements, all the paperwork necessary. He'll put that together in a package, and he's authorized to stamp that to where the city or the county will approve your paperwork specifically for your location. So that is a $2,000 fee that we can include in your estimate, and we can actually get the process started very easily. It does take about 3 months for us to get that paperwork processed, and then we get that sent over to you. And then once it gets approved, you pay the applicable permitting fees. Then we can go ahead and get the building process started. Another question people have is, what do you set these living spaces on? And great question again. Oftentimes when you're going big, or let's say a 14 by 40, we would recommend putting in a concrete pad. That way we can come in with a load of materials and build the building on site for you. So we would literally show up with a gooseneck load full of 2x4s and just everything you need to build it, and construct it right there on your property. Usually that process can take a day to 3 days, just depends on how complicated your build is. Now, a note on that is we would not be able to offer you any kind of insulation or electrical with that, simply because that's features that are limited to our shop pre-construction. So if you have any more questions, there are, obviously the design phase, I'd be more than happy to walk you through. Just shoot me a text, let me know you'd be interested in some floor plans, or if you are considering going this route, it's very doable. We've helped a lot of people accomplish that, and especially with the housing market right now, seems like there's a lot of people out there that they're kind of without options really. And if you have a piece of property you can put it on, this can be a really good option for you. So super excited to offer some more people what we can do here. I know it may not be an option for everybody, but we love to help where we can. And we can also help recommend people to do the concrete pad work. We have a gentleman that we work with. And also, if you have questions, let's say, who's going to finish out my building? Well, that oftentimes, a lot of my customers, they will either do it themselves, or they'll find a buddy or a contractor to come in and help them finish out the interior. Reason behind that is we have to leave these walls open. So after there's electrical in here, the Oregon law won't let us cover that up until it's been inspected by a local inspector. So to do that, we can get it delivered to your property, insulated and electrical done. But after that, it will need to be completed after it's on site. So I hope this you found some nuggets that were useful, and would love to connect. If you have any more questions, again, my phone number is 541-223-5049. Look forward to connecting with you guys, and have a wonderful Thursday. Also, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you all have a wonderful holidays with your family, and we'll see you guys later.